So I need to jump on a call in the next 5 minutes, right? So I figured let me just do a quick video and then get out and I can jump on the call. And for me, it was really just to reinforce and to remind you that it's important to plant the seed. Plant the seed in order to build your brand, right? Because with the idea of building a level of brand authority, which I say is your personal brand multiplied by your business brand, multiplied by your campaign brand, right? That gives you that level of brand authority that makes you more visible and credible to your desired target audience, right? And that will allow you to get more leads, which in turn will get you more clients, which in turn will get you more revenue for your business. And with that, it's incredibly important for you to start now, right? And I assure you that there's no time like the present. And even with what I've been doing, documenting the journey day by day, showing my process, right? Showing the ups and downs in that regard, is mainly for two reasons. One is the documentation. I'm a big believer in documenting the whole journey because when you look back and you see how far you've come in the process, that transformation from A to B, that is what people are looking for. That is your selling point that you're able to translate into what you do, why you do it, your expertise. All those things is all relative and it aligns with what you are looking to do, right? And secondly, is to build that level of brand authority that makes me a key person of influence and the obvious choice that will allow me to future proof my brand for the foreseeable future. And as I talk a lot about the personal branding deadline on the 30th of November 2027, right? That just means that we have to start now because when it gets to the point where it reaches that time, it will be far too easy for everyone to be looking to build their brands and they'll be using AI as a way to do it. AI will make it a lot more easier to produce content. It'll be so much easier to produce content on LinkedIn, to write written posts, to do blog content, to do all those sort of things. It will get to the point where it will be so easy to be visible, but it will be so hard to be credible. And that's where that level of brand authority comes in when you incorporate the elements of your PR alongside your marketing, right? To make you more credible, to be deemed as an expert, to get that third party credibility to make you the obvious choice and to use the marketing as a way to convert that attention into your product or your offer or your service in a way that will allow you to generate revenue because you are seen as a credible option in a sea of sameness, in a sea of people doing the exact same thing. And that's the reason why I'm documenting and I'm dropping one video every single day to document that journey. That is the whole reason why I'm doing this. So even if I share my screen quickly, I said here, plant the seed for your brand. Start before you're ready. Pick one platform, one topic, one consistent action, and just begin. Get started, please. I'm actually begging you, dear, just get started, because the way when this deadline hits, right, it's going to divide the haves from the have-nots, and in that situation, there, those who decide that after the fact they want to focus on building their brand and to allow themselves to be more visible and credible, it's going to be so much harder. It's going to be so much more difficult to be able to break through based on that. And you have to be effectively, you're always going to be playing catch up, right? And that's what I'm saying. The brand doesn't exist in your head, it exists in what you put out. And in one of my previous videos, I spoke about the ideas of the difference between the decision and the doing. You can spend so much time having decisions to do it, but if you're not doing the actual thing, then it doesn't make a difference anyway, right? And I just wanted to leave you with this before I go, right? With the seed, you have to consider what it means. So I'm thinking of your niche as the soil that you plant it in, right? What is your niche? Who are you focusing on reaching or targeting? One piece of content, just get started with one piece of content. It doesn't matter whether it's a blog, it doesn't matter whether it's a video, it doesn't matter whether it's a post on LinkedIn. Whatever you see fit, just get started because you need to get started in order to build the muscle of being able to produce said content. And when you're able to produce more, you're able to get data. And when you're able to get data, you're able to analyze the data to see what's working and from what's not working in order to refine it in a way that can attract your target audience. One consistent voice. That is how the plant grows. Focus on that person that you're speaking to. Who are you speaking to directly when you are making said content? I'm making this for you, someone that wants to improve on their personal brand and their business brand, but they just don't know how. Maybe they feel that it's a bit cringy. Maybe they feel uncomfortable doing it. Maybe they don't understand the process. I am here to help you get that first proof of concept to show you that it's possible. And when you do that, you keep going, you keep going, you keep building, you keep developing, you keep excelling in what you're doing, and you thrive, right? One audience. Who is the audience that continues to water the plant, that continues to add water to you, that they provide that support, they provide that level of bringing you together as a community? Like, who is it? Who is your ICP when I talk about that? Who is your ideal client persona? Who is your IFP, your ideal follower persona? Who's your ABP, your adjacent buyer persona? You need to understand who those three particular personas are to understand your complete audience when it comes down to brand building, right? And your platform. Where are you looking to build? You know me, my primary platforms are YouTube, LinkedIn, and Substack. I work with those three platforms as my primary platforms for myself and my clients, right? Where is it taking root? Where is your personal branding journey starting publicly? Where is that happening? And lastly, the time and repetition is your sunlight. Time and repetition. These things do not happen overnight. They do not happen overnight. I'll show you if they happened overnight, then I would be in a I'll be in a mansion somewhere. But for now, all you need to do is implement the ideas that you have in your head, ideation, find inspiration in everything that you're doing in order for you to continuously be able to put out said content, and use it as a way where you can repurpose it across the board in a way that allows you to compound over time, over time, over time. And within that time, just be patient. But you have to start now, right? That's it from me. If you like this, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I need to jump on the call. But on that note, peace out, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bless up, man. Look after yourself.